There's no I in team is the way the old adage goes. However, there is a me if you look hard enough. And that's the response I always give when people start having discussions about teamwork. The point is, lots of people talk about teamwork, but how many people actually believe and practice it rather than just paying lip service? So there have been quite a few changes in my current workplace recently. For example, changing ownership, leading to changes of accountability and responsibility for my sales team. And if you add to that a recent acquisition, which has led to a slight shift in tactical direction. That's just to name but two of the things that have changed recently. All of those bring challenges and, dare I say, a bit of stress. However, I really think what gets us through those sorts of times is teamwork. And that's one of the major things that can support you in those situations. Now, I pondered more deeply on this topic when I saw a great example from my team. So, let me talk you through the situation. A long expected sale came in from one of our accounts, which had actually just changed hands from account manager A, and it had gone to account manager B. Now, account manager A had worked on that for several years, actually, and then he'd only recently handed it over to account manager B due to the restructuring. The sales, therefore, when they came in, will be credited and were credited to account manager B, even though the significant majority of the work had been completed before that account manager took over. A potential point for contention and disappointment on behalf of account manager A, you may well think. However, not a bit of it. Account manager B was getting all the plaudits, and rightly so, from all of the sales team and all of the other members of the company. And he said thanks, of course, but made it very, very clear that his success was all down to the good work that account manager A had put in before he took over and the support that account manager A had given him. Account manager A responded, "Teamwork, my friend, teamwork." I genuinely couldn't have been prouder of both of them, as I know they both meant it. They weren't just paying lip service to it. They both meant what they said about the teamwork and working together. It demonstrated teamwork of the highest order, both in terms of the way they supported one another during the handover of the account to bring the sale through, but also in the way that they responded to the success. And more importantly than that, it was an example that demonstrated and showed something to everybody else. So it reminded me of a story that I often narrate to people about teamwork, and it goes a little something like this. When the pyramids were being built, there was a supervisor, and he was watching the whole business going on, and he was watching the people carrying bricks to the pyramid site, and he noticed that there was one individual who was doing it singing and smiling, whilst there was another one right next to him doing exactly the same job, but he was scowling and he looked very unhappy and he was dragging his feet. So the supervisor really wanted to understand how this happened. So he went up to the unhappy man and said, "Well, so what is it that you're doing?" And he said, the guy who was unhappy responded, "I'm carrying bricks from here," where he was picking up the bricks, to there, which is where the pyramids were. The supervisor then asked the same question of the individual who looked happy and was skipping about and singing, and his response was, "I'm part of the team that's building the pyramids." Simple mindset and understanding where your role fits into the overall picture changes the way you feel about what you're doing, and being part of a team cements that. This is what my two team members understood in their responses to that hard-fought sale being delivered. They see themselves as part of a team building success. They know that their individual work leads to greater success for the team and hence the company. So the real benefit of teamwork is that it motivates people to do better and it leads to greater success. I was genuinely humbled by their response, and I hope that this continues to permeate the rest of the team. It is a pleasure to work with these kind of people, as they inspire me every single day.